Hey, 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 it's Kid Talk.
Welcome to Kid Talk. We're learning to read from kids. Kid is fun. My name is Paul. I am 7 years old. The name of the story is Sharing. Paul and Michael are best friends. They live next door to each other in a small neighborhood just outside the Chicago. They are both 10 years old, and in 5th grade at Edison Grade School, they ride their bikes together to school, which is only about 5 blocks away. Michael got a new bright red 10-speed bike for his last birthday. He loved the new bicycle. He took good care of it. He oiled it, washed it, and made sure it always in the garage at night. It was his dream bike. For years he wished dreaming of having a bike just like this bright 10-speed. It was his pride and joy. Paul's bicycle was very old. He needed a new one, but his parents could not afford to buy him a new bike. So instead, he was always fixing his bike after school and hoping it would last another week or two. One early morning on their way to school, Paul's bike broke down. The tire was flat. Man. The chain fell off and brakes no longer worked. He had to push the bike the rest of the way to school. Michael felt bad for Paul and walked his bike next to him on the sidewalk. Michael said, "Paul, I think this is the end of my bicycle life. I can't see how I am going to fix it anymore. I don't have the money to buy a new chain or a tire brakes or a tire or brakes. Paul, I will help you put the chain back on the bike. We can spray it with oil to make it work again," answered a hopeful Michael. He felt bad. He had a brand new bike while his best friend's bike was falling apart. After school that day, Paul worked on his bike for hours, but without success, the bike could not be fixed again. He took it to the side of the house and threw it in the garbage bin. That's it," he exclaimed. "I can't fix you anymore." So, for the next few weeks, he walked to school while Michael rode next to him on his brand new red bike. Other kids in the area would pass them on their bicycles and make fun of Paul. Some would scream, "Hey Paul, good thing you have 2 legs to get you to school." "Hey Paul, what's wrong? Can't you even afford to get a bike?" Every day after school, Paul would beg his parents for a new bike. And every day that they would tell him they did not have enough extra money to buy him a bike. He missed his daily bike rides with Michael. He missed being able to ride a bike. He felt very sad. And he felt poor compared to the other kids in the neighborhood. One day while he was sitting under the tree sulking, Michael saw how sad he was. He walked up to him and said, "Paul, I have an idea. Follow me." "What, Michael?" he asked. "I don't feel like going anywhere. My legs are tired from always walking. I am just going to sit here under this tree and say my prayers for a new bike. I keep hoping someone will answer my prayer, but I know I will not have a bike this year or next year, or probably not even the year after." "That's not true," Paul disagreed. "Michael, you will get another bike. I am sure of it." "No, that's not true," screamed Michael. "My parents don't have the money, and I am not old enough to work to make money. So I cannot get a new bike." Michael felt sad for Paul. He did not like to see his best friend so upset. He knew what he was going to do, make things better. He went to his garage and cleaned his brand new red bike. He made it shiny. Today, sitting in front of Paul's house was a shiny new red 10-speed bike with a bow on it. Paul looked at it, then looked at Michael and said, "What is this? Where did it come from? Isn't it your bike, Michael?" "Not anymore. It's yours now. It's yours, Paul. I want you to have it," smiled Michael. "I have the other bike I can use. I don't need two bicycles." Paul looked up at his friend with a big, wide, happy eyes. Paul jumped up and down, hugged Michael. Michael then knew he did the right thing by giving his bicycle to his best friend. They both hopped on their bikes and rode to school. Both were smiling and happy again. What do you think is the moral of the story? 1. Paul's parents did not love him, or they would have bought him a bike. 2. Michael should have given Paul his old used bike instead of the new red bike. Or 3. Sharing is sight of true friendship. The answer is 3. Sharing is a sign of true friendship. My name is Paul. I hope you liked the story. Please go to www.KID KID TOC.com to check out our really cool English lesson which matches our stories, and don't forget to tell your friends about us. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.